Hey fellow growers, brothers and sisters, I welcome you back again to the channel, guys. I wanna share with you these what we got going on this raised bed. On this raised bed, we got cherry tomatoes, some other kind of tomatoes. You know the normal kind of tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes that I assume that every gardener has in his garden. We got some blackberry bush, more tomatoes, cherry tomatoes again, and some Roma tomatoes. So, and we got what else we got here in a pot? We got a pot here. We got a raspberry plant growing. Got a raspberry plant. I gotta find a spot in the jar that I'm gonna use to put this thing on the ground. I think I'm not making it any favor on keeping it on that small pot. So yeah, because raspberries are not too big. Are not too big bushes, but let's say they're like a medium size. They need more than this room to develop well and give you a decent production. And well, guys, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I can give you one little advice that I want to share with you guys. I want you guys to consider growing more cherry tomatoes than regular tomatoes. Like you can see here, yeah, we got a decent production of Roma tomatoes. Very prolific. They're hanging all over the place. You can see them. I got like easily like 15 tomatoes hanging on this 12 maybe, yeah. And well, if we take into consideration the baby ones, yeah, it's like 20. The regular tomatoes, right? Okay. So yeah, you can have that definitely, but my advice is to consider growing more cherry tomatoes, um, because they are so freaking prolific. For example, these are my sun golds. I have two sun golds cherry tomatoes, and guys, if you wanna try natural candy, like nature's candy, you won't expect it to have it from a cherry tomato. Let me see if I can reach this guy right here. Yeah, I could reach it. These guys, this very humble yellowish, goldenish cherry tomato is freaking candy, guys. It's so freaking sweet. It's almost hard to believe that you're eating a tomato. For reals. So for real, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get this guy because they are just so good. Anyways, flavor is one of the factors, but another factor you can see regular tomatoes. Yeah, it has a few growing. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. More regular tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, not too bad. There's some production going on, definitely. Yeah, nothing to complain about. But when it when it comes to when it comes to volume, if you wanna add all the weight from the production of your cherry tomatoes versus the production of your regular Roma tomatoes and whatnot, I think that cherry tomatoes are the ones that are gonna give you like more production in total because they are so prolific, guys. They just keep producing and producing and producing. Okay, so I told you I got some gold over there. When it comes to cherry tomatoes, I got like 2 or 3 plants over there, and over here I got two sweet 100. They're called sweet 100s because they are so freaking prolific. Because from one plant you can get easily 100 cherry tomato units, and they are very very sweet. They are delicious. I cannot say they are sweeter than the sun gold because the sun gold is something special. They are like freaking weirdos in the world tomatoes. They are so freaking sweet, but super sweet 100 is almost as sweet, so definitely is a must go in your garden. And I'm sorry, excuse me. mm, mm, delicious, delicious, guys, definitely. So yeah, That's my piece of advice. Please consider growing cherry tomatoes, especially this kind, the Super Sweet 100 and the Sun Gold. Believe me, guys, it's definitely a must-have in your garden. I really recommend it. Another factor is when it comes to high temperatures. For example, here in Houston, Texas, we have summers that easily they get up. The temperature goes into the 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 100, and I'm gonna show you guys when the temperatures reach that high. This guy will be producing. This guy will be a full-blown tomatoes, full production, guys. And your Roma tomatoes and your regular tomatoes are just going to shut down production. The temperatures are just way too high, and the pollen of every flower gets messed up, and the plant just shuts down production because it cannot produce tomatoes. It just cannot. It's just gonna be just foliage, and the poor things suffering from high temperatures. But your cherry tomatoes, they'll be producing tomatoes. You'll see a lot of red specks and white and green specks of little fruit hanging everywhere. It doesn't matter the temperature. So for that factor alone, plus the flavor, because these guys are delicious again, I think it's totally worth it, guys. I really recommend you to put some emphasis on cherry tomatoes and not. I think they are very they are very underrated kind of crop. Everybody concentrates on the big, juicy, the giant tomatoes, that like beef tomatoes. Oh yeah, on summertime, on very high temperatures, just forget about beef tomatoes. Just forget about having some beef tomatoes because there's no way you're gonna get them. But again, we go back to cherry tomatoes. They are gonna be there if you decide to grow them. Those are the good news. Those two little pieces of advice when it comes to tomatoes, and when it comes to zucchinis and squash. Well, guys, again, it happened again, guys. The squash vine border got me. There's sign of squash vine border damage on my beautiful Costata Romanesco. They fought, guys. They fought really well. I'm very proud of them. They really try, guys. But my piece of advice is timing. If you decide when you have when in your area you have a squash vine borders, the only way to beat them and the easier way to beat them is to planting early. You plant early, very early, like at the very last days of winter. Get your squash ready to put them on the ground. When you know there's not gonna be any freezing, get them ready, get them growing, and you will have a really good harvest of zucchinis until mid of May. Until mid of May, in these areas when we get infested with the squash vine borers. So from the last days of winter all the way to mid-May, like I showed you in a video before, you are gonna be able to harvest really good zucchinis, really good squashes. But for example, this guy still have a few. Yeah, I'm gonna harvest this guy. It's a really good size. They grow bigger, like I showed you in the video, like easily 1 foot long. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna shut down the zucchini and squash production. I'm gonna cut them, and I'm gonna use that spot, the area, for something else. Oh, this guy, yeah, this guy is down. This guy went down in battle, guys. That's the squash vine border got it really bad. But hey, look, we have a few zucchinis to pick up. So thank you, good soldier. Your actions won't be forgotten. Thank you. I thank you for your service. Yeah, guys. So that's my little piece of advice when it comes to zucchinis, when it comes to tomatoes. Two crops that are very popular among growers, among gardeners. I'm just gonna show you a few things before I let you guys go, because this video got a little bit long. In front of tomatoes, we got beets, some beets growing because on this spot, right before tomatoes, is where I drop the beets. Yeah, I got them growing right here. I got some snow peas growing. These guys are delicious. I recommend you guys growing them. But again, timing is everything with these guys. Timing is everything. You gotta start growing them. As soon you know there won't be any sign of a freezing in your area. And I'm sorry, excuse me. You wanna try this, Mouse? This is delicious. Oh, look at you! You can be vegetarian sometimes. Look at you! That's surprising. Well, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna give you more updates as we go. There's a few projects that we added to the garden. I will tell you all about it next time. But I just want to let you guys go with two little pieces of advice. We love you guys. Be nice to each other. Please be safe. See you next time, guys.